Alright, hi, I'm Emily, and I'm going to be talking about my final reflection for my GLP project. I did my GLP project with Andrea, and a little recap, we did our interactions where she taught me a little bit about something from her culture, and I taught her something from mine. Hers was about the New Year's traditions in Hong Kong, and mine was jazz music. So, in our final interaction, we talked about a couple of different questions that were posted as prompts. So the first one was, what kinds of strong feelings did you experience before, during, or after your interactions? Andrea answered by saying she was very interested in how the cultures were so different and learning about the education system and how our communities interact with one another. I think my feelings before were a lot of nerves and being scared for the interactions. I didn't really know her. I didn't know how these were going to play out. I thought maybe it might be a little weird. During, I was really interested in finding out about her culture and how we have similarities and also differences in our education system and so on. After, I'm very happy that I put myself through this and got out of my comfort zone to learn about another culture. The next question was, what are some things you thought or felt differently about as a result of these interactions? So Andrea's answer was, jazz music is very different, though it was only restricted. She thought it was only restricted to black people. Didn't really understand that it wasn't just males; it was also females. She also was very surprised by our education system and how different it is from one another, because we aren't as most of us aren't as stressed as it is over in Hong Kong, and our parents constantly putting pressure on us to succeed. My stuff that I feel differently as a result of the interactions, I thought it was interesting to see how different the culture was. I know I knew a little bit about how in Asian communities that education system is very strict and not as calm and laid back as we are. I thought it was different that I learned a lot about like their testing. Their testing is intense and it's all the time, and I thought we had a lot of testing. And then for her interaction, the extra credit that she taught me about the New Year's extravaganza, I knew that they celebrated it was a big deal, but I had no idea to an extent it was and how family oriented it is. That really surprised me. I had no idea, because here in the US it's not very family oriented. You go out with your friends and stuff like that. The next question was, what did you learn about yourself? Andrea said that she learned something positive. She learned to think about other cultures and observe more in learning other cultures. I think I also learned the same thing, being more aware of other cultures. And I think a negative thing that I learned about myself was that I really have secluded myself from other cultures. I thought that I was very involved in other cultures and knew a lot about other cultures, and I really did not. And I think I can work on that. Now that I've done this project, I think that will help me a lot in my future years here. As a result of these interactions, what might you do differently as an MSU student was the final question. Andrea said to get involved in different cultural events and ask others more about their personal cultures to keep learning. And I think that's a really good answer, and I think I would say that too, being able to open myself up to other cultural events around campus, since there's so many. I think it would be good for me to get out of my comfort zone and learn even more about other cultures, especially as a future educator. I think it will help me in my daily life as a teacher, because you have so many different cultures coming in to your classroom, and you need to know about as much as you can, because you want to make sure everyone feels included and safe in your classroom. So thank you for watching all my interactions. Yeah.